One of the things that struck me about Obama when he came out, and frankly, I have felt this about the president since he was campaigning, he talks too much.
So you think he should be less transparent?
A 28-minute speech is 26 minutes too long about what happened. It was surrounded by the same kind of, human props, that poor pregnant diabetic who almost collapsed. It was too long. It was what he might have learned from Winston Churchill was to begin by saying, we screwed up.
But he did.
We screwed up. Yeah. We screwed up.
And we'll get back to you in 2 days.
And we are going to fix it. I'll tell you the other thing. Look, I realize, sometimes networks can be, I want to just be a counter-argument.
You're allowed to do whatever you want.
I know, because I don't represent myself. I represent myself as a humble country journalist, not an advocate. But
I think many people at this table would consider themselves journalists, too.
Who are also advocates.
Just not from
we're not.
Progressives and liberals.
We can get into that discussion later.
My point is, when he said, nobody's madder than me that this isn't working, and I'm thinking, how about a single working mother with diabetes whose kid has a pre-existing condition and who couldn't get on the website? I bet she was angrier than Obama that it didn't work. And my feeling was there was a attempt, because he's president in part because of his eloquence, going back to 2004, that speech. He spoke at great length about this, and yes, it's a great system, and it's not working because too many people want it. I would have much preferred, we've blown it, and we're going to fix it. And then the question is going to be 3 months from now, because you are quite right, we don't know, is this in fact a website problem, or are there more structural dilemmas? And we're going to find the answer.
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, to that point, first of all, I don't think the administration really truly knows what the problems are. I mean, I think that what we're discovering right now, which is a problem in and of itself.
Yes.
And so just they're saying we got it, we will fix it, is
not we got it. We blew it, and we will figure this out.
I mean, he did
I
say
know he did, and that's
but I also
part of the
think
problem.
The reason perhaps he was long-winded or 26 minutes longer than you would have preferred is because the administration feels like they need to make the case for the ACA independent of this website stuff. And I think there's some legitimacy to that. I mean, it is bigger than just the websites. That said, at points during that speech, it did sort of sound like, as Ezra Klein wrote, this could have been given 3 weeks ago. This is the same sort of, campaign-style speech about the ACA that he would have given before the enrollment period began. But I ask you, David, as a progressive journalist period, does the president need to go out there every day and say, this is what's happening? I mean, what level of transparency is going to will behoove?
No, I think this could end up taking not weeks but months. The problem may be bringing new people into a coding issue slows things down because they have to be brought up to speed first on what happened and how they did it before they can come up with solutions. So this may actually be a couple months. So coming out every day, like Ted Koppel and the hostage crisis, would not be good for the president. So I think he needs to say something. We're on this. He appointed somebody. that guy can do briefings every couple of days for the tech press and just say and look mad and look like he's cracking the whip periodically.
Joy.